Testing, testing. Testing. Does anyone know how to get a frickin' link to your own stream? I don't even know. I wish OBS would provide it. There we go. I don't like necessarily having Chrome open at the same time as frickin' everything else, you know? Alright. Fucking... Come on. Alright. Probably don't remember from the Invasion of Monsters arc, but you've already seen one of Era's special skills. Twin casted call lightning slamming two ogres knocking them both prone. Is Era a boy or a girl? Oh my god. Tabbing in and out of games is so fucking annoying, man. Please, Steam overlay fucking is so retarded. Okay. Okay, finally here. This game is really long. Especially when a failed attempt at a battle can drag out to an hour long. It's kind of crazy. Finding out more about Era at the gala, huh? Okay. You know, it got me thinking, if Evelyn isn't gonna go to the gala, then who from the Demos, or Deimos, I don't know how you pronounce that, Deimos, who from that family is gonna go to the gala? Reina comes to mind, but I feel like Reina's gonna be busy anyway, so... Alrighty, let's see. This is gonna be fun. They all have Beast Eye and Restore. I'm quite excited. And Axel Claw. Oh, Axel Claw, my beloved. Can I first try it now? We'll see. Oh, I remember. I wanted to consider using, depending on how many I have. I have 43 Grimoires. Increases the demon's level by 1 if that demon's level is lower than Nahabino. Yes, I do feel like burning a few of these, if you don't mind. Let's see here. She's got the lowest health, so she.
No!
Not to be a diva or anything, but you better make use of the skill. I don't think I will. Who needs Damascus Claw when you have Axel Claw? Alright. Oh, I got an essence. Nice. But I already have the demon essence. Okay. Let's go to level 40. That should be decent.
No!
Ain't nobody care about no stinking wind breath. All right. That improves all their health. Just a little bit. A nice little bit. I was afraid Nekomata might be a little too fragile. But she does have resistance. I can't decide who's the weakest here. For this particular fight. But I think it should be fine. Let's drop a save. Deimos. That's how you say it. Okay. Let's do this.
Well... I am Konohana Sakuya.
Konohana Sakuya.
I say...
Alright, fast forward. I am prepared. Let's open with a bang.
It's time! Ruinous thunder!
That was a lot of damage. Oh, it only grants one proc on the MP restoration. That's sad. Oh well.
Ruinous thunder!
That's a fuck ton of damage, man. I'm doing so much more damage than last time. Well, I mean, I know I'm doing the crit thing, but still. Oh my god, yes! Okay, now it's gonna get real crazy. Watch this.
By fire. We rise!
And now we have Orthros has Fangbreaker, Yakshini has lower defense attack, and Nekomata has the lower accuracy evasion attack. So they all come together, debuffing and damaging at the same time. Pierce armor. And blinding strike. Gathering Magatsui. And then add Inflaming Divinity to
By
another
fire.
person.
We rise!
Nice, nice, nice. And Fangbreaker again. Pierce armor again. Blinding strike again. And now hopefully she doesn't nuke me. Perfect. That's one of the only ways that she can really damage me is Yakshini doesn't block fire and Orthros doesn't block force. But with that buff, I think they're hanging on just fine. Inflaming Divinity Nekomata?
By fire.
She's maximum debuff, so now I can just grind Axle Claw. And getting a sneaky crit. Might do. Probably best not to get too close to the sun with Yakshini.
This'll do.
Alrighty. Now we got the Magatsui gauge again. Let's go to town.
Watch this.
Already got her past half HP, and she's not even buffed herself again.
Ruinous thunder!
Yeah, she's really low now. Oh, that's so much damage! That was like 1,000 damage, I think. 4 hits, about 250 each. Oh my god, don't do acrobatic kick. I almost misclicked there.
Ruinous thunder!
That was so awesome. That was so awesome. I'm so proud of this team. I engineered it. And it's not even leveraging one of her weaknesses that hard. Just, you know, incidental lightning damage on my Nahabino. But the DPS is so freaking high. It's awesome. That was awesome. The difference in compared to before is night and day. That was huge. Well done. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm taking my bow. I might want to continue the main quest now and maybe find some miracles that unlock more skill slots and more demon party slots. Ahahaha, magnificent. Yes, you do indeed possess the divine might of a hero. Now that I think on it, I heard that my forefather, Izanagi, divided his power into thirds, one of which was to be inherited by the proto-fiends during times of crisis. Huh. I see now. So, that is your true nature, a proto-fiend, huh? The pieces have finally fallen into place. Perhaps one could call this fate. Well, as promised, I shall now lend you my power. However, it would seem that there is currently no place in your company for me. I shall remain here until there's a vacancy in your demon stock. Dude, I want her. That power she has is ridiculously strong. Yeah, I definitely need to increase my demon stock, which means it's main quest time. I say as I go to the demon haunt. Alright. Let's see here. Analyze. Boss. Konohana Sakiya, level 50. Oath of Plenteousness. When all stats raised, greatly increases the amount of HP or MP restored by user's healing skills. A slight HP and MP recovery to all allies. That's the crazy part. HP and MP recovery to all allies. And raises all stats by 1 rank for 3 turns. Do you know, is the all stats rank increase, is that for just herself, or is that also for all allies? Because if that's if both of those effects are for all allies, then that is insane. I can't not include her in my party. It's for all allies. That is insane. That's crazy. What's your skill potentials? Really bad physical, really good fire, and really good support. Dog. Yeah, I definitely need to increase my demon stock or get rid of something. Maybe. Let's see here. She has the potential of a niche, doesn't she? Fire and force and support. And slap a few extra skills on her. Heavy, medium, random, electric block. Could I get rid of someone right now and bring her in? Looks like kind of redundant with my Kikuri, who is immune to force and does a lot of healing. Also has wind breath, but I like the life spring and endure, so I don't want to. Oh, reduces MP cost of support skills. Yeah, I kind of don't want to get rid of her. Let's see what else I got. I don't really use Principality all that much. Then again, I haven't seen a light weakness in some time. I haven't brought my mermaid up to date with good skills lately. And she has some pretty damning weaknesses. Voivory is kind of getting outclassed, but she's part of a Venom Chaser stock. So there's still a good use for that. And she, you know, she's just pretty. Who can turn down a pretty demon, right? Let's see here. This guy is good for cold and physical and good resistances. Yeah, I don't think I want to give anyone up yet, so I just gotta increase my demon stock. Well, I think Mermaid is the closest thing for me to give up. This one isn't too great either, but Mermaid is worse. So, welcome to the best healer in the game if you have the DLC. Yeah, she looks like a really freaking good healer. By far. And recovers MP. That's so insane too. Alright. Gotta find this main quest. Recovering. I think I'm supposed to go back to Tokyo, if I remember correctly. Looks like there's a lot of people who want to talk in the research lab, so I'll check that out. Main quests. But every time I load up the game, it gives me the pop-up that says go back to Tokyo. So even though I don't have a main quest yet. Let's see.
Do you mind?
The angelic army was originally led by 4 seraphim, but it seems they were all slain in battle. I heard that's why Master Abdiel took command after the Seraph Michael fell. Ever since then, Master Abdiel has been the highest authority over the angelic army at the Bethel HQ. I think I've seen Master Abdiel, right? It's a girl angel. Is my memory accurate there? I gotta grab my water bottle. Be back in just a minute. Oh goodness. Abdiel is the best, is the golden angel woman, yes, okay. Oh, these people don't have real stuff to say, I guess. Humans turning into salt. What the hell is happening out there? Oh no, so not just the fairy village? That's crazy. Bethel, Japan's already stretched so thin after the losses 18 years ago, and now all this. Would you have been upset if in our D&D game one of your characters got petrified? Ever since the attack on the school, demonic incidents are on the rise here. The Japan branch just has so much to handle, and on top of all his Bethel work, the director's busy running the country too. I wonder when he finds the time to sleep. What a suspicious question there.
Speaking of which...
I thought it was bad enough that the demons were invading our city, but now we've got some nut job with a katana raiding our lab too. This Yakumo. I guess he wanted the demon summoning program, stole some devices from a batchment for self-defense forces. They all had it pre-installed. What he's really trying to achieve, though,
Ah, you're here. Atsuta has already informed me of the latest developments. What happened to those students is a tragedy. But I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while you were away.
Its own peculiar occurrence?
Yes, we've found people in Tokyo turned to salt. Much like what was reported about the fairy village.
What?
It's exceedingly unlikely that this could be the work of a human. Unfortunately, that is the extent of my knowledge on the situation. In light of this crisis, Bethel HQ has decided to take action. They aim to hit the forces of chaos with everything they have. It will be a wide-scale operation involving the organization's most powerful legions, from Europe to Asia. However, we will not be taking part.
We won't? And HQ's okay with that?
With the number of demon attacks in the city on the rise, we've been ordered to maintain peace in Tokyo. To that end, I would like you to assist with the investigation and cessation of the current threat.
Understood. We're basically the special forces here.
I appreciate your cooperation. I'll be counting on you to gather more intel on the matter.
And count on us, you can. Well, you can count on me. I'm not sure about these other bozos and traitors.
Report back to me once you know more.
In the canon of creation, you join the Bethel War. Oh, that's interesting. So, in this canon, you stay behind, but in the other canon, you join it? Do I follow that correctly? I had an inkling when you returned with Aogami, but it seems I was right. The condemnation has been lifted after all then, but we can go into that some other time. For now, I'd say you've earned some rest back at your dorm. Are you gonna apologize?
Hey,
Mind
if we talk for a second?
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know that Miyazu is at Join University Hospital now, and it seems like she's doing all right.
No, is that so?
I know I'm probably the last person you want to talk about this with, but I thought you should know.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad
Yeah.
she's okay.
Thanks to you.
Exactly.
I wasn't able to save her.
And don't forget it.
After our parents passed away, I felt that it was my responsibility to keep
And
Miyazu
look at how
safe.
you failed.
But having the power to summon demons isn't enough. I need to be stronger. Strong enough to protect everyone from the unfairness of this world. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to stay with Miyazu for a little longer.
Yes, I assume that yes is to the elaboration on the go to war versus stay defend Japan. Man, who would have thought this game has so much replay value? 2 whole cannons or whatever.
Whoa!
You
Hey!
scared me. How are you doing? Getting used to your god powers? God powers given form. That's what glory is, right? And the more you collect it, the more miracles you can use. Man, I'm jealous. I could use a few miracles myself, you know, nothing ever seems to go right for me. In fact, just the other day, never mind. Just thinking about it gets me upset again. Hey, can you use your divine powers to make it so something didn't happen? Like, say if something bad, you say something bad and you want to take it back? Yeah, totally, I can do that. Yeah, really? Can you show me? Miracle research, yes. Amazing, alright, then show me whenever you're ready. If you ever happen to learn a miracle that lets you take back something you said, let me know. Sigh. Why did I go and say something so stupid? Okay. Alright, let's see what's up in Tokyo. The other day I was talking to an underclassman in my club and she accidentally slipped into another dialect. It sounded like Okinawan, but I guess she must be from there. Where is she? I guess she'd probably be heading back to the dorms or something. Okay. Did you know that there's a renowned research lab nearby? I saw some researchers carrying a white statue of someone. Was it a marble sculpture or something? It must have cost a lot of money. So I'm assuming that's one of the people petrified into salt. He-ho. I'm kind of liking this place, ho. Tons of delicious food, ho. Tiramisu shaved ice is so fluffy, ho. Oh, here you can have this, ho. I'm not going back to that dangerous Tokyo, so I don't need it anymore, ho. I hope it comes in hand, he-ho. Mischievous mascot, period. Huh. Your alignment changed. What? Fascinating. Now I'm even more curious what you'll end up with in the end. So you remember what my alignment was before? I don't even know what my alignment was before versus now. With the 3 carefree frost spirits all together, the Magatsui skill Frost Storm can be used. Severe level based ice attack with pierce effect to all foes, lowers attack and defenses to the minimum for 3 turns. That's pretty good. I've not seen Black Frost yet. The government higher-ups are currently debating whether to formally put the city under martial law. One side wants to lock everything down and wipe the demons out, but the other wants to play it defensive, keeping the public from panicking. Doesn't that sound familiar? Don't talk to me, they'll notice me. Lady in apron. You know the medical research lab? They kidnap people and perform human experiments on them. And it's happening right under our noses. It's terrifying. But my husband and daughter won't listen to me. They're even starting to call me a liar. But it's all true. Something has to be done about the research lab. The woman seems bewildered. Is there proof? That's what all the pompous top brass types ask. I hate it. My daughter's school has been accusing her of things without any proof. They tell me she was involved in bullying a girl on the lacrosse team. But where's the proof of that, huh? I believe my daughter. Yeah, I need to get home so I can be there for her. The woman seems to have regained her composure. Okay. I didn't really think about the consequences of my dialogue choice there. Thanks to the citywide lockdown, my company switched over to work from home real quick. Was this developed during COVID? People are saying all kinds of things about it, but I'm sure the Prime Minister has a lot to consider. Do you need something? You realize it's not polite to stare, yes? You think I had something to say to you? That's quite presumptuous. Do you expect to be able to strike up a conversation with any random person? I think that's kind of hilarious, self-aware writing to this game interaction. What do you think this is, an RPG? What? Right after I say it's self-aware writing. Oh, a Jones student, your school is closed because of an emergency, right? You're so lucky. It seems that more people are getting sick. I wish my school would close too. This was developed during COVID, wasn't it? Original SMT5 released in Vengeance in 2024. Okay. Is there 4 years of work between them? Or is it more like was the difference between them more like superficial and DLC like? Lately, there have been more reports of people in the city going missing. I suspect the Prime Minister may be involved, so the conspiracy is finally underway. I found this nice hill that would be perfect for a jog up, but I just feel so sluggish today. I've been feeling unwell lately. Perhaps I need a good soak at the bathhouse. I heard that it does wonders for the nerves or some such thing. Back when I was a rookie, Sergeant Yakumo had me under his wing for a while. He was always kind to others, but hard on himself. But that's what got him in the end. Someone took advantage of his kindness, now he's dead. Oh shit. The other day I saw a shadowy figure at the top of Tokyo Tower. It looked like a massive crow gazing down at the city, but maybe I was just seeing things. Vengeance added an entirely new story, new map, a ton more demons, more DLC, and about 75% more side quests. Not a full double, so more than a DLC. Okay. I wish they would do an update like that for Elden Ring. That we all love getting new areas, but I would love to see new content added to existing areas. I feel like Elden Ring could definitely use a second pass, just filling in the gaps a little bit. Arguably the complete version of SMT5, since the COVID restrictions were lifted when Vengeance was being developed.
Oh, Isunokami. It's good to see you.
Female researcher. According to Bethel's investigations, the phenomena seem to frequently occur near Zoji Temple, so we've been focusing our search around this area, hoping to come up with a lead.
Well,
We've learned that many of the victims apparently fell ill before they turned. The only other thing we know is that many of the victims of the students were students at the high school. I'll continue investigating the surrounding area. Could you question the people on the temple grounds?
okay.
Alright. Why do the Bethel people have VR headsets on?
Hey!
Excuse me, have any of you seen a fortune teller named Agra? Fortune teller, no, why do you ask? Well, my daughter said that she was going to see the fortune teller, but that was 3 days ago and I haven't been able to contact her since. That's terrible. And when I thought about it, I realized she hadn't been sick. She'd been sick ever since she first started seeing that fortune teller. I'm worried something happened to her. Ah, so I wonder if this mystery fortune teller is the demon responsible for turning people to salt. If you learn anything about Agra, the fortune teller, please let me know, okay?
I see.
So she started feeling sick and then disappeared. It's possible she's one of the victims who turned into salt. Do you suppose that a fortune teller Agra has something to do with it? It's too early to say. Let's see what else we can learn first. Feels like a lot of people have started getting sick lately. I don't know if it's a pandemic or what, but it never hurts to wash your hands when you get an opportunity. It's about making an honest effort, you know. That's always more effective than any weird countermeasure you hear about on the street. I'm feeling under the weather. I need to remember to talk to Agra about this. Oh, did you come here because the rumor's too? Sorry, but she's not here today, so it's a she, huh? Oh, thanks, but you don't need to be embarrassed. Here, I'll give you a tip. Whenever Agra is working here, there's always a large crow flying nearby. Yeah, someone mentioned a large crow on the Tokyo Tower. That's how you can tell when you should come here. I wonder if that'll be visible on the map.
Hey.
Agra the fortune teller. We've heard about her before. I wonder if that large crow has something to do with her. Yeah, that's what's being implied. That's what's being stated directly, actually.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, hey there. Well, you're hanging out with Isunokami and the transfer student? What exactly is the deal? I'm totally lost right now. You sure don't seem like a social guy, but you've got some interesting
What is it?
friends. Salt statues? Oh, is that one of those new tourist attractions they're putting up? Man, some of these citizens are clueless.
Hey there!
Oh, it's Isunokami. Hey, have you seen Hana? She hasn't been back to the dorm since yesterday. Hana, the one who's in her class? Yeah, last night she sent me a message saying she went to see a fortune teller at the Josoji temple. Then later she sent another one. There's a big crow chasing me. Help. Now she's not responding to me. Ooh, what do I do? Isunokami? Did something happen to her? Let's contact Bethel and see if they know anything about this Hannah. I can't believe Hannah is one of the victims who were turned into salt. It's unfortunate, but at least this is a valuable lead for us. Yes, indeed. So she was chased by a large crow and then turned into salt afterwards. It's too strange to be a coincidence. I'm curious about the fortune teller she mentioned too. That's probably Agra, right? Okay, so we're starting to learn more. I wonder if that fortune teller Agra and that large crow have anything to do with the people getting turned into salt. I think it's still too early to draw a definitive conclusion. Let's try asking somewhere else too. And some fucked up shit happens here at this temple. Alrighty. Ugh, this sucks. I worked so hard on this article, but people keep complaining about it. The article is called "Government Performing Secret Experiments in Shinagawa Research Lab." It got a lot of buzz, but now I'm getting folks saying stuff like, "My wife won't stop talking about conspiracy theories because of that damn article," or whatever. The hell's with that? It's their own fault for taking this kind of stuff seriously. I wonder if this is another alignment thing. But it reminds me of that lady I talked to on the other corner of the map. She was going crazy about conspiracy theory, right? Do I encourage him or do I tell him to buzz off? I think the bottom one is more fun. More fun to encourage him, but I think the right thing to do is to discourage him. Irresponsible, I guess it can come off that way. But more importantly, it's my responsibility to write interesting articles. I guess that's a dilemma only creatives have. Heh. Well, I've got to head back to the office. The man seems to have regained his composure. I'm putting people back into regaining their composure instead of making them more frantic. Seems to be my trend here. Seems like the demons have a more corporeal presence in this world, so we thought normal weapons might work against them. But we're seeing demons everywhere, and our machine guns, even our anti-tank artillery, doesn't do a damn thing to them. This might be where it all ends for us. Do you know Agra, the fortune teller at Josoji Temple? I've heard her readings are quite accurate. Yes, the occult, right? I don't really believe in that sort of thing. I was passing the front of the station this morning and I saw this white statue of a girl. When did they make that? The other day I was attacked by this weird creature that came out of the tunnel. But then this high schooler with glasses, one of the kids I've seen around, he saved me. At the time I was too freaked out to do anything but run. I mean, he had a monster of his own, but I wish I'd thanked him properly. It sounds like Uzuru. So many people yapping. Hey mister, do you want me to show you a fun game? You see those pigeons over there? The game is to hit them with rocks. This other guy who passed by here earlier told me about it. First you pretend to give them food and get them close. Get close to them all slowly and then boom. Oh, I was so close. I'm gonna try again. Die, die, die. The girl keeps throwing rocks wildly. I thought about discouraging it until I realized that she was a girl. What's karma? And what do you mean it'll get me? I don't think I want karma to get me. My mommy and daddy are always fighting and they won't play with me. Oh my gosh, she's a young girl. Okay. Yeah, we need to teach the youth to be respectful to animals. And my big sister only ever talks about conspiracy or something. Maybe it'll be fun to learn about how to read books upside down. I should start training for that right away. I'm gonna go home now. The girl seems to have given up on throwing rocks at pigeons. Okay. There are a lot of coastal places around here, but English words like seaside and port just add that touch of nautical flair, huh? The food here in Tokyo is real good. I always end up eating way too much as soon as my club lets out. You look like you want to ask me something. You asked her about Kinmenon's song. Oh, an Okinawan song that's kind of random, but sure. I was happy to help out a fellow Jones student. And that song was actually sort of familiar. Just a sec. I'm gonna call my granny and ask out. This is that one quest. Apparently, it's originally an old folk song, and guess what? She told me how the rest of it goes too. Oh, on the seashore where children dance and play. The Gajumaru trees soar high in the sky. On the wood fishing boat returned from the sea is that big parrotfish that I see over there. On days like this, so joyous, let us play our merry song. Everyone enjoy the Sanshin's gentle melody. And that's how it goes. Did that help? Hopefully I don't have to actually memorize that. You know, I was planning to go to the school in Okinawa at first, but then I suddenly got invited by Joan to come be a special scholarship student. I wonder why. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad I accepted it. Okay. Looks like school is cancelled for a while. Even when it starts up again, most of the classes will be held online. The atmosphere in the dorm is so gloomy. Maybe I should just go back home. Alright, let's grab some quests. Mutter, mutter, mumble, mumble. Huh? How long have you been there? What do you want? Is something wrong? I don't know you, but I can't afford to be picky right now. Okay, so I'm trying to become a model, and I have a really important audition coming up. I heard a rumor that I'd be guaranteed to get the job if I wore a specific pair of high heels. I've been looking for those shoes all day, but no luck. That's a rumor from almost 20 years ago, so I guess it's no wonder I can't find them. I know it's stupid, but I just really want to nail this audition. I'll look for them, I guess. Wouldn't want to impose on a busy student like you, but if you really want to help, you'd be doing me a huge favor. Okay. It's the most random thing, looking for a pair of high heels. White enamel on the soles and the back are red. That's a pretty uncommon design, so I'm sure you'll know right away if you see it. Apparently, they used to sell them at Tamachi over in Minato, but that shop closed down a while ago. Or maybe 18 years ago? Anyway, if you happen to come across them somewhere, please let me know. I'm gonna have to go to the netherworld for that, won't I? Pantweeze running at full strength at my age, I'm gonna die. You arrived at the perfect time. Are you interested in a part-time job? I'll make it worth your while. Supersonic Racing. Thank you. I'm currently the editor of an occult magazine. I've been chasing the urban legend of the supersonic lady, but she runs at 140 kilometers an hour. Trying to chase after her is impossible for me, so I want you to take a picture of the supersonic lady with this camera, instant camera. She always passes by here at a certain time. Whenever you're ready, I'll be on the lookout. Young man, Agami is speaking to me. It's highly possible that the supersonic lady is a demon, and if you were to track her down, it may turn into a battle. I advise that we prepare before going any further. Just a moment. Okay. Stretch the Achilles tendon. Alright, let's drop a little save. And then just YOLO with our current party. Ready to go. Supersonic Racing, the best side quest, or an arguable contender anyway. If there was a location stuck in time from 20 years ago that you could search for those shoes, lol. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, obviously. demon. Whoa, ain't this awesome? This is nothing like what I imagined. Anyways, you have to hurry and chase her. Where is she? There she is. Oh. How do I... Do I have to activate her? There we go. Oh my god, it's the granny. Turbo Granny! I have her essence. Who the hell are you? You're in my damn way. Just like tuna. Turbo Granny will die if you stop moving.
I comprehend.
Seems the supersonic lady was in fact Turbo Granny. Let's pursue her. That is so random. Where is she? You again. You'll cause a damn accident. You would have raised my insurance rates if you hit me. Wait a second. Supersonic Racing, the best side quest, or an arguable contender anyway. Turbo Granny, my beloved. Is this the side quest? A little actual map mini game? Let me take a photo of you. You're supposed to stop and stand still when you're taking photos, aren't you? Well, sucks for you, because I'm never gonna stop.
Young man,
We won't be able to take a picture of Turbo Granny like this. Our only resource is to stop her by force. Whew. You, what the hell do you think you're doing? How dare you? The road rage is unforgivable. I'm gonna beat some driving etiquette into you. Alright. How much you wanna bet she has really high evasion? Yes, this is the side quest. It's super silly, which makes me love it. It is pretty silly. I like it too, though. Let me do an inflaming divinity on who lowers accuracy evasion. My Nekomata.
By fire. We rise!
I have to ensure she gets a turn. There we go. Hopefully, that makes her hittable.
By fire.
She gets a lot of turns. Or maybe those were critical hits. I'm gonna pop a spyglass on her just to see what's up.
This'll do.
Level 22, yeah, that's no problem. Speed star. Attacks including magic may become critical hits against foes with a lower agility than the user. Her agility isn't that high. At least not compared to mine. I did predict her agility would be high though. Wind breath. Oh, she's weak to light. Ha! The one time I face an enemy weak to light, and I don't pull out my principality. Increased critical rate. She's level 22, poor thing. Yeah. Agility bomb makes sense. I've taken a photo of the turbo granny. I've been overtaken. How could this be? Damn it. Unlocked for fusion. I'm surprised at just how fast she is. I'm not even running, but I'm still out of breath. So, were you able to get the photo of the supersonic lady? I showed the photo. And I hand over the instant camera. Oh. This is kind of blurry. Isn't this just an old lady? Well, I'll see what I can do. You did a lot of running for me, so I'll be sure to thank you properly. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, 4 agility incense. That's crazy. If this photo is processed correctly, the editor-in-chief will be able to give the okay. See you then, thanks so much. Alright. What a fun little silly quest. Okay. Oh, so you went around and lectured all those pitiful people. Well, that's troublesome. I wish you hadn't done that. This man is acting strangely. The world is suffocating. People are so provocative, abusive, and gullible. This is the guy who did fourth wall humor, right? People are so provocative, abusive, and gullible. It's natural for humans to desire the ability to openly display such characteristics. Despite this, you all attempt to conceal these desires of yours. Morality, law, such things are trifling amusements. This world is complex and distorted. None can grasp its true nature. That's why people desire some sort of easily understood explanation of all this inexplicable existence. Why does this guy have a villain monologue but looks like an NPC? For example, the medical research lab is behind the string of suspicious incidents in Tokyo. All you have to do is start some rumor like that and then people will eat it up. It's quite humorous, really. Do you not agree? Ew. The great Kordishtu have taken pity on the humans and sent me here to sate their desires. So I helped them live as true to their nature as they wished. But you had to undo all that work. That's right, I did. I would like you to die now. Alright, good luck, bro. Have I not fought one of these before? That's crazy. could spyglass them, but I kind of want to see if the Axle Claw random targeting is still okay or not when attacking 4. Venom Chaser, go! These are level 35. So they're a bit more tough than Turbo Granny. I didn't get a clean save directly before this battle because I wasn't expecting the battle. Bro is learning that the physical skill superiority shame. He sunk all of his levels into magic. Yeah. Kinda hard to deny that. Alright, now we really do Axle Claw. That wasn't so good. That was better. Oh, they're weak to light. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna pull out my Principality, because not every day you get a chance to target a light weakness. They're also weak to fire. Imagine if we had a lovely fire goddess to burn them all to ash as she actively buffs the party. Yeah, could be nice. Is there anything that lets you reallocate the skill points on your Nahabino? You enjoyed it, didn't you, slaughtering me? Or is there something that lets you refund miracles? The humans in this area seem to have regained their composure. Guide to the Lost can be completed. Okay. That's a whole bunch of stuff. Who knew that actually talking to frickin' everyone would have some use? Actually, you already have one from beating Eligor, a New Testament tablet. Oh. There's a way to respec levels. You'll get one sooner or later. Okay. Huh. Apparently they used to sell those high heels at a shop in Tanmachi over in Minato. They're made of white enamel, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's check out the high school. The threat of demons has ceased, but the school is closed. Okay. And then let's check out Takanawa Tunnel. You just go across, okay. And Shingawa east or west. Let's see here. The last time I went into this Shingawa tunnel, I think I faced Namu again, or Nama. Oh my freaking god, there's so much NPC talking.
Hey there!
Why does all this weird stuff have to happen on my day off from school? I really gotta ask a fortune teller how to get better luck. I forgot something at school, but they wouldn't let me back in. That's just not my day. Is this some kind of pop-up art exhibition? There was a very detailed statue of a person on the train platform. It looked almost like a sculpted salt. You've seen sculptures made of sand or snow or ice, right? Salt is certainly a new one. Anyway, it's a very lifelike girl. Cute too. Whoever made it must be really talented. Crows are supposed to get that big eye. I was probably just seeing things. What if we run into them right here? Something's always happening in this damn subway. I don't know why I've been... Or tunnel, sorry. I'm so tired lately. I'm not that old yet. Though I have heard plenty of people saying that they have no energy lately. Maybe there's a bug going around. I am going to take a very short break to create some coffee. Decaf coffee, so I'll be right back. Alright. There's only 3 New Testament tablets per playthrough, so use wisely, especially since one is locked behind a super boss. Okay, yeah. I think, I actually don't mind being a magic-based Nahabino if your magic skill scales the damage of items, the gems and shards. If it doesn't scale gems and shards though, then it's kind of wasted.
Hey!
Aren't you students? Shouldn't you be at school right now?
Huh?
Are you from Joan High School? My nephew goes there, but I haven't been able to get into contact with him. Alright, something's about to go down. Like always.
A moment of your time?
Excuse me, you're from Bethel, right? Are you the ones investigating the incident? Yes, that's us. Oh, good. The higher-ups mentioned a group like you three would be coming. I have some information for you. 3 days ago I saw a join high school student lying on a bench in front of the station. I left for a few minutes. When I came back, that student had turned into salt. Okay, so you were nearby when it happened. Did you notice anything else
Yes.
strange at the time? Now that you mentioned it, I do recall a large crow sitting on the rooftop near the bench. That's the biggest crow I've ever seen. I remember being surprised by it.
I see.
The large crow again. At this point, we should assume it's connected somehow.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably report this all back to Bethel. Okay, no fight. No fights apparently. Alright. Last step is to check my dorm. And then I can go back to the research lab to tell Bethel.
Yo.
Student with afro, so you were okay too, man. That accident at the Takanawa tunnel came out of nowhere, right? I managed to get out quick, but guys like you and Ichiro weren't coming out at all, so I thought you guys died. Then again, I was covered in scrapes too, so I got carried to the hospital pretty soon after and died. And now that I've been released, the school's closed. I'm not really best buds with, or anything with Ichiro, you know? I guess he wants to be accepted by everyone, but he always does reckless stuff. So yeah, I hang out with him because that's fun to watch. Plus, he's from a wealthy family. I'm not losing much hanging out with him. So if only he didn't have that habit of checking how people feel about him. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. Okay. I think we're ready to go back to Bethel. I found all the evidence. There's a giant crow. And that fortune teller person. And it's serious business. Use an essence to learn Mahama. Right. If you ever happen to learn a miracle that lets you take back something you said, let me know. There are a lot of cool magic Nahabino skills later on. There are more physical ones, but there's neat magic ones that I've never used before. So you should definitely try them. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit them, though. Can only do so many things at once, you know?
Ah, you're back. I take it you've made some progress in your investigation. Let's hear your report.
We heard a lot of reports about a fortune teller and a large crow at the sites where people turn to salt.
A fortune teller and a large crow. So it sounds like these 2 points are confirmed.
How can you be so sure?
Oh my god, come on.
As it would happen, we've found more humans turned to salt in this area since I sent you to investigate.
Got my
From what
coffee now.
we've heard, it seems like all of the victims had contact with a fortune teller.
There have also been reports of a large crow being sighted close to the scene.
How many times do they have to say it over and over? Yes! There was a fortune teller and a big crow that always show up next to the petrified salt statue people. We get it!
Given the similarities between the intel we've both gathered, it's unlikely this is a coincidence. The culprit
You
must
don't
be
say.
a demon, or someone working
You
for
don't
demons.
say. When we started this, the very first thing you said is it's unlikely that humans have the ability to turn people into salt, so it's probably a demon. During the demon invasion crisis, do you think that maybe the force turning people into salt is a demon? Or did you just figure that out?
We also heard that the victims felt sick before they turned to salt.
Well, unless we can confirm that all victims felt sick before turning, we'll consider it hearsay for the time being.
This guy. This fucking guy. Blame Yoko since she's the one who keeps on saying you don't know they're connected. Leave my man Koshimizu alone, lol. What are you, gay? Koshimizu, your beloved? Is that how it is?
In any case, after reviewing what we know, that crow definitely seems suspicious.
Yes, quite.
I'm going to have Hayataro track it down. That should give us a good lead.
So, what you're telling me is that instead of me going to track down the big crow and defeat it as soon as possible, you're going to endanger someone else who's not competent for the job, and then I'll have to go rescue them with higher stakes because you didn't send me to do it originally.
Bethel, Japan will know as soon as there are any developments. In the meantime, you can all return to the dorm for the day. Good work.
Oh, I got some maca for that.
Thanks for your report.
Yusuru Atsuta will be on standby. Understand this place is a burden on you and Ichiro Dazai, but I firmly believe that you two can handle it. Hayataro is a demon that can be killed and revived with ease. It's arguably safer than sending you, even if he dies, lol. Ah, yes, Hayataro. My mistake. Much respect to Hayataro. He seems like a very respectable demon. I mean, not every day you see a demon that resists physical. Consider me impressed. Analyze boss, maybe? Bisaka and Turbogranny. Quests. Investigate the anomalies in Tokyo. Man, it's a good thing I talked those people out of temptation, because I forgot it was a quest. Okay. This game is so big. It's so deceptively big. Even the demo was pretty dang big. But like, you see how fast you can move around in the map and how much stuff you can skip, and kind of fools you into thinking that it's not a deep game. Well, my favorite part is build crafting. Just like in Elden Ring, my favorite part is build crafting, and in D&D my favorite part is build crafting. And everything else is just in service of that, right? Not so much about creating so many builds, but you know, taking your idea about how you want to play the game and refining it and refining it and refining it until it's optimized. What am I doing next? Oh yes, I'm going to the dorm. That's correct. I will admit, I do build craft for SMT, lol. Gotta have my perfect little fiend princess Alice. Yeah. And like, yes, a build crafting game requires limits. Like, if you could just have unlimited skills on your demons, then it would be, you just put all the skills on your demons. But on our little discussion about Dungeons and Dragons feats, you gotta admit the feat progression in Dungeons and Dragons is really, really slow. So that's why I want to do it more frequently. Like, imagine if each demon in SMT in this game here could only have 2 skills equipped, or 3 skills equipped. That'd be horrifying. Shut the fuck up. Alright, dorm time. Tao Isanomaki left the party. Isanokami, sorry. Yoko Hiromine has left the party.
Young man, are you alright? You haven't had time to rest since before we left for Dot.
So it's a big mystery on which dialogue choices are just casual and which are alignment shaping. I would say I'm probably exhausted.
I suspected as much. A flesh and blood body's limits are nothing like a proto-fiend's. But something troubles me.
He's giving me the crossed arms. I wonder if I did something wrong.
We saw those students turn to salt at the fairy village in Dot. Now, the same thing seems to be happening in Tokyo.
Were there students in the fairy village? Oh yes, there was. Okay.
2 separate incidents across 2 worlds. Do you believe the attacks are connected?
That was literally my first thought when I heard it also happened in Tokyo. They have to be connected. In fact, I don't remember if there was an original description given to when it transpired in the fairy village, or if there weren't any witnesses. But if there was, I wouldn't be surprised if there was mention of a big crow, and I just forgot. But they have to be related. They have to be.
With a perfect match of such hyper-specific circumstances, it does seem likely that the same culprit is behind both. A fortune teller named Agra and a crow of crows spotted nearby. These clues will lead us to the truth.
For the 50 bajillionth time. Yes.
In any case, we can only wait for Hayataro's report. We'll decide our next move after that. After all you've endured, you must be tired beyond words. Use the remaining hours of today to rest.
Human lives are so woefully short.
Nama!
They forget, and they have lost the peace that once was. It is a most regrettable truth.
That's not Nama.
No more are the days in which the humans of old lived free. No more do they worship great Mother Earth. Nahobino. This world in which you must live was brought into being when a god rose and assumed the throne. The gods clash over its power, and the victor rules a world in their image. Such is the cycle. Each in their time to mold the world as they will. And yet, the god of this world, the creator, still he was not satisfied with the way things had been. He broke the cycle in a bid to perpetuate his rule. He stripped the gods of their knowledge, reducing them to lowly demons. So he rose, the one and only ruler of the world, his reign infinite and unchallenged. As time flowed on, more came to pass. The people of his world followed him, imposing their will on others beneath. With rule came royalty, and the world split. Those with power, and those without. You can see clearly that the world is fractured now. On one side the oppressors, and on the other side the oppressed, yes. We, the Kadishtu, abhor this divide. We seek only to bring this world freedom again.
The next day.
How are you feeling? If you're all right, then let's head to Bethel, Japan. Maybe they can tell us something.
Oh, that was quite the monologue from our favorite evil villains. What do I think about that little evil monologue? Or I think I probably have extremely severe undiagnosed ADHD because it was really hard for me to pay attention. And I feel like a retard because there was a high risk of me not picking up anything significant in that cutscene. But I did try quite hard to pay attention. And so I do think I followed. But it took some effort. They're shaping themselves as the good guys because the big evil god stole the knowledge and stuff. I can't say they're wrong on principle, but I do feel like they're wrong on action. Like, principally, I have no objections to what they're saying theoretically, but in practice, I think what I don't mind Nama at all, but what Aisheth was doing with like removing body parts of students, it seems like it's not nice. So it kind of makes me think like, hey, if your whole idea of resurrecting Mother Earth by stealing Magatsui from humans is really a good thing, then why does it require killing humans? See, like, there's all this talk about like making the world a more equal place again, so to speak. But what I'm really hearing is they want the world to be a more equal place for demons at the expense of the humans who are the vessel of the knowledge. And so it's kind of like, yes, we want a healthy wolf pack population in the Yellowstone National Park. But you happen to be a deer that the healthy wolf pack feeds on. So yeah, that's my assessment of the situation. Let's see here. Lilith killed Sahori and Isonomaki just as they made up. Yes, that's correct. Poor Sahori. Where's Lilith? I didn't fight Lilith. So Lilith is her name, huh? Oh wait, Nua isn't one of the Kadishtu. I just realized that. Huh. So I've met 2 of the Queddies too, but I still have yet to meet Lilith. And no, I met Lilith and she killed Sahori. But I don't have her analysis. I haven't fought her yet. And Ronnie the witch, and that makes 4, which were all in that night dream cutscene we just watched. I have a tummy ache, and it's kind of killing me. So, last thoughts regarding that dream. I think the analogy of like, hey, we want a healthy gray wolf population in Yellowstone National Park, but you happen to be one of the deer that's their natural prey. Except, I'm a Nahabino. So the question is, do I care about the wolf population more than I care about my helpless prey friends? Not likely, but only time will tell for sure. Your pronunciation of Asano Kami drives me insane, lol. Too many Japanese words, man.
Ah, perfect timing. Hayataro has returned with new intel.
Locating the aforementioned crow was not difficult. However, there were times when it would suddenly disappear. I suspect it to be traveling back and forth between Tokyo and the Netherworld. I cannot follow it directly, but fear not. After following its scent, I have an idea as to where in the Netherworld it went.
We found a portal at Jozoji Temple that connects to the Netherworld. I'll be sending Atsuta and Dazai, but could I ask you two to go as well? The Saint will be joining you at the temple. I hope you can uncover the cause of this phenomenon. Listen closely.
I'd like you to join the Saint at Temple and find out why the people are turning into salt. Okay.
Sup?
You're heading to the new area of Ta'at, right? I was gonna go with you, but there's been a change of plans.
Hey,
It turns out I'm gonna be joining Master Abdiel in the big operation against the Demons of Chaos. Oh, I haven't told Director Koshi Mizu yet, but it sounds like Master Abdiel chose me personally. Why do you know this is gonna go so bad? Maybe she thinks I have some hidden potential or something. Anyways, sorry I can't join you this time. Okay, here, I'll give you this to make up for it. A bead. Nice. I like those.
Later.
Well, see ya, and best of luck to both of us. Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
I saw Miyazu's brother around here the other day. He had this really intense look on his face. Did something happen? Miyazu's always said her brother's too serious for his own good, and that he's always tried to shoulder every problem by himself. Yeah, last I talked to him, he was talking about protecting everyone, and it didn't give me the option to say bro chill. Especially when it comes to her, it sounded like she was really worried about him. Though I guess I can't blame her. He definitely seems like a good brother on the surface, but maybe the truth is a little less black and white. I was wondering when we'd see you again.
Oh, it's you and Yoko. Did you hear from the director? This is where we can track down that crow that escaped to the Netherworld. I'd like you two to come with me to Shinjuku. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Monk. It is you. I've heard of that vile demon's attempt to pit you against your friends, and how you managed to prevail all the same. I wonder if this guy's like a secret super boss or something. However, I doubt those troublemakers intend to concede. I suspect they're still planning something. The Kodishtu are insidious demons, whose names have been known since ancient times. They are far more dangerous than the average demon. You had best be on your guard. So, I hear you mention super bosses sometimes. Is that just like an informal classification? Or is it official, like an official distinction in the game, boss versus super boss? And if so, like, sometimes I can throw around casual speculation sometimes, like, oh, what if this character is secretly a super boss you fight later? But I don't even know how many super bosses are there. Is there like 2 or 3, or is there like 10 super bosses? You know, like how casual is it to just, you know, find a super boss? And is there build up, or are they like secrets that you have to dig and find without much lead? They're far more dangerous than the average demon. You'd better be on your guard. Okay. Are you ready to go? Yes. Super bosses are an actual formal. Let me watch a cutscene.
So the crow is somewhere around here. I wonder if we have a real chance at finding it.
Let's remember to be careful. We don't know what's lurking around.
In from Bethel, Japan.
They sent us the data that Hayataro collected regarding the large crow's whereabouts. We should make our way there first. Okay. Alright, I have to...
Intruders detected. It is our duty to safeguard this land. In the name of the Lord, we shall grant death to the intruders.
Bro, are you okay, man? What a dumbass. You think you can just start shit with me? I'll show you.
By fire. We rise! Let's go!
What a dumbass.
I fight.
He thought he ever stood a chance. Prepare to get instant killed, dumbass.
They just attacked without trying to hear us out at all. And why are angels even here if Bethel is supposed to be fighting the armies of chaos?
They were
Good
genuinely
question.
trying to kill us. We'd better watch ourselves.
Maybe the Kodish are on to something after all. Hey mister, aren't you guys with Bethel? Shouldn't you be fighting the Demon King? I assume that's the other canon. Alright. I'm not yet. I'm looking, but I'm not yet seeing an abscess. I'm very interested in abscesses, as you might guess.
What's up?
Look at this. There are 4 super bosses in the game. Formal distinction, they're in the same category as bosses in your analytics, but they're marked by being harder than any other boss in the game. Like, notably harder, as in, many players don't ever beat them without turning difficulty to easiest. That is crazy. There are 4 in the game, 2 from the original SMT5, 2 new added in Vengeance. Okay, that is really rare then. All have quest lines to get to them. 1 is required for the true ending. 1. And you're already working on the quest. Alice is what I like to refer to as Angel's Bane. Okay, I have to use the bathroom really bad. So I think not a bad idea to just call this stream there and go to bed at a half reasonable time.